if you're going through what might be one of the most difficult times of your life, you've got so many practical issues to take care of that can be just so overwhelming and consuming, and it's a real worry. We have lots of different people come to us that are worrying about money, the house, what's going to happen, what's the paperwork, what do I do next? And people can often feel in turmoil, and there's a lot to be getting on with, and we want to support people at that time. A lot of people are now thinking, if somebody's died, I've got to pay for a funeral, and it's not a cheap amount of money, is it? And I think sometimes, no matter how comfortable you are, it still can be a lot of money to be able to say right now. Although we all know it's coming, we always talk about the fact that I'd be thinking, how would I pay for a funeral if I was going to have to in the next couple of weeks? I'd really struggle.
Sometimes we get the likes of the person who's passed away has left monies in their account, but I can't access it. How do we access that? Because he wanted us to use that for his funeral, but I can't get it. And although that people may jump straight to I need probate, but actually it's us being able to make people aware that actually once you've got the death certificate, take your ID, you can go into that bank. Paying for a funeral is a priority expense, so they have a duty there to assist you with that.
And we will support with housing, so we have people that are worried. One of the main ones that springs to mind is that they may have been living with a family member and they were the tenant, and for example it's a social landlord. Am I now going to lose my home because they've died? They were the tenant. Can I succeed that tenancy? So we'll work with them and support them with that.
Depending on your family dynamics, you may have nobody to talk to. You may be quite isolated as a result of your loss. You may have family members, but actually you don't want to go into them and explore how you're feeling, because they're also coping with a loss, and you're then putting your grief onto that person. So there are all kinds of different kind of examples of why it's important that you've got an option to speak to somebody that's independent to your scenario, and you feel safe and comfortable in a non-judgmental environment to actually be able to do that. And I think one of the key things that we actually face is when people contact us, hopefully as soon as possible, but sometimes it can be 1 or 2 weeks down the line, and they'll say, I'm really struggling. I've spoke to my GP to see if they can help me or if I can access some bereavement counselling, and my GP has said, come back to us in 12 weeks.